Come on. Oh, here we go. All right, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you all are having an amazing night tonight. Please, you all are going to enjoy this episode. So make sure you share this information with your friends and family. You're not going to be disappointed. I have the pleasure of about to interview a trailblazer. Not only is she a life coach, she's also an author. She's also a playwright, a motivational speaker. I mean, the list goes on. There are so many similarities that I see. So I'm really going to enjoy speaking with her. And so, let's just go ahead and get this conversation started. So without further ado, let me introduce you all to Coach Linda Barber. How are you tonight, Linda?
I am doing great tonight. Linda K. Got to keep that K in there. I'll give you the
Yes,
significance of that
yes,
later.
yes, yes. Okay. No problem. Linda K. Barber, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm so glad to be here.
Man, man. It's the
Like,
little things, right?
yeah, man, it's that vibe. I'm just feeling a vibe here. So I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I am feeling fabulous. And that's the beautiful part about the way my name is spelled with FF in the middle. And that's for feeling fabulous or financially
Mm,
free. I mean,
I
I
like
just love
it.
it.
I
I
like
love
it.
the
Oh my
uniqueness. Thank
goodness.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
FL.
Yeah. So how did you become who you are today?
Ooh, we. Okay. So before I can talk about how I became who I am, let's talk about who am I? Who am
Okay.
I? Okay,
Okay.
so I am a woman. Like I am a woman, a very, very passionate woman, who has very strong empath tendencies, right? I love, love, love very hard. And I got to where I am today from loving wrong and learning that I loved wrong. And I am a woman that loves me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to learn that in order to love right, in order to pour, that I had to pour from a cup that was full. And I wasn't doing that. So that's who I am. I
Um,
am a very passionate woman, but I'm still that girl, just a girl on the inside. And
so why
that's who I am.
so why weren't you pouring into yourself?
Because I thought I didn't even see the need of that. I
Okay.
thought I thought my claim to fame, for lack of better terms, was dun da dun. I'm on the, here I am, dun da dun, come to save the world. In my book, damn, I forgot to love her. I
Mm.
talk about how I totally relate with Mighty Mouse. I'm little in stature, but I'm big when it comes to fighting for other people. So I thought that was my claim to fame. I thought
Mm.
as I poured, even if I was empty, that the
Yeah.
more I poured into others, that was my pouring into me, and that wasn't it.
Mm. Wow. And how did you come to that conclusion?
Woo!
All right.
Oh my goodness. I may be the only person in the world that shouts out their therapist. But I dedicated my book to him. And I just did a one woman play based on the book. And
Beautiful.
yes, and my opening scene is the prelude of the book, where I'm sitting in my therapist's office. And he said, Linda, you stopped dreaming. And I'm like, man, you got to be crazy. I write, I do plays, I blah, blah. You gonna tell me I don't dream? He just sat there so staunch. He said, you stopped dreaming. He said, all of your sentences begin with somebody else except you.
Oh,
I was hot as 38 when I left his office. And
wow.
I will never forget. I talk about it so I would say eloquently, because I was very descriptive in the book. It was a November day. very cold, and it was pouring raining when I left his office. And I was glad because the rain was blocking, like those songs from Keith Sweat that you can't see my the dramatics, you can't see
Yeah.
my tears for the rain.
Right. Wow.
Why was I crying though? Because he was right.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's how I found out from
Wow.
Dr. J.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
So, did you have mentors while you were growing up?
I did.
Mm.
I did not know that's what they were. I was just talking about that to my husband before I came on. My brother, Benjamin Bilal, used to always, he sent me a book when I was 10, called Coming of Age in Mississippi by Miss Ann Moody. It's the autobiography of Miss Ann Moody. She was a civil rights leader in Mississippi.
Okay.
She hung out with Medgar Evers. The girl was bad.
Wow.
And I asked him years later, why would you send a 10-year-old child a book like this? And he said, because I knew you could handle it. You're going to be different. You're different. And my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, when I was little, I'm talking like 7, 8, second, third grade, he used to always tell me, you're going to make a difference. I didn't understand what that meant, but he always said that to me. And he was always very, very serious about my grades and
Wow.
yeah, pushing me. So yeah, those were my beginning mentors.
Yes. Yes.
After them, I learned to seek mentors. Even to this day, I love to sit at the feet of people that can pour into me. I
Yeah.
don't care if they're younger. One of my major mentors right now, Dr. Iria Abram. Dr. Iria, yeah, I could be her mom age-wise, but when I
Okay.
tell you, wise woman of God, but still cool with it, just dope.
Yes.
So yeah,
Beautiful. That's beautiful. And it does take a village, you
it takes
know.
a village.
Mm.
It takes a village.
Yes. Yes. So as you step into your calling, um, what what do you feel, and what is there anything that you have not accomplished that you are determined to do and destined to do?
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's a two-parter for me.
Okay. Okay.
So there are some things I haven't done that I want to do, and I'm going to say this on the end that I'm going to do. I
There you
truly
go.
believe that, right? But
Yes.
I want to back it up a little bit and
Okay.
say I would not even still be walking in my call had it not been for my pastor and Dr. J. But because in 2022, I went through a divorce.
Okay.
And because we were out on the platform helping people and
Okay.
doing things, and when that went down, I was so embarrassed because
Okay.
I didn't want the not embarrassed about getting a divorce. Lord, I was the plaintiff. Okay, let's keep it real. But I did not want to fail people. I did not want the people that we help to look at us and say, I modeled after that. And if
Mm.
that failed, then everything that I'm about is a failure. So I
Yeah.
backed away from anything that had anything to do with me helping someone,
Oh, wow.
especially relationship wise. And it took my pastor, Pastor Timothy Frazier, Bishop elect now. He kept he's not the type to hammer you on the head.
Okay.
And because of him being a prophet, he could tell that's not the way to come at me anyway, right? He knows his children, put it like that. And I
Okay.
can be a little firecracker, Coach Stephanie. And so he would drop little things like, God not done. I'm like, I'm sure God not done with me. I'm going a different direction. You still got to do what you were doing. You're good at what you
Mhm.
do. And let me say this real quick, and I'm going to stay with the question. He calls
Okay.
me Coach Smiley. But he was calling me Coach Smiley girl when I was doing anything but smiling, right? So he
Okay.
was sort of living out, exuding Hebrews where it says, speak those things that are not as though they are, because
Yes.
I was not smiling. And even when he started calling me that, I would just be looking like, what is he talking about and why? Because I'm a question girl, right?
Right.
What is he talking about? And
Right.
why is he talking about that? Why is he calling me that? Because I wanted to be funky At the time I was funky, at the time I was in my funk, I didn't even know I was kind of getting comfortable in that thing, right? And
Right.
he was trying to move me out of the resentment, out of that stage, out of that stagnant state of the world did me wrong,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And it was quick. I was no longer in no pity party, passing out invitations to it, wanting people to RSVP. They were gonna hang
Right.
out with my pity. See, I wasn't with that no more. I've never been the type of child that could get a whipping for the same thing. Whoop me up real good that one time. Oh, you might see me, you might have to whoop me again, but it won't be for that same thing, right? And so where do I see me? Oh, as Coach Stephanie, there will be other plays, but I got so much content. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to keep reinventing the wheel, right? There
Right.
will be workshops, there will be
Yes.
seminars.
Yes.
Yes, there will be travel. When I don't travel, I don't care how short a distance or how far, and I'm a cruise girl. When
Yeah.
I don't travel,
Uh-huh.
something in me don't move right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I see myself. I know what's coming.
Because you're worldly, there are no boundaries. That's why.
Oh my God, the boundaries I have, Coach Stephanie, I've erected
All
for
right.
my safety, not to
Okay.
keep people out so much, but to protect me because
Okay.
I didn't have any when I
Oh,
wasn't loving me. Anybody and everybody had access to me, and no, no, man, and no, the word no. It's
yes.
a full sentence, and I know how to enunciate it very well.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned that you went through a divorce. Now, how were you able to bounce back so fast and be so vibrant as you are right now?
Um, First of all, I realized that's what was needed. When you know that that is something that was needed, it didn't take courage to bounce back. It took courage to do it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Especially as long as I was married.
Yes.
Um, yeah, it took courage to live again because I
Yes.
thought that was the only way I could live. And
Yeah.
once I got a taste of real life, people would say this to me all the time. Girl, you look so peaceful. Girl, you look. And I start looking in the mirror. I was like, the stuff not on me. Okay, quick story. I can tell you.
Okay.
I ran into this guy and I recognized him, but not really. Right
Okay.
until he started
Mhm.
talking, and he told me where he know me from. He was in one of my plays before,
Oh,
and
okay.
he and I actually was in a play together. And he said, "You've lost weight." Now, granted, I had lost a lot of physical weight. I had. And I
Okay.
said, "Yeah, I'm down about 30 pounds." He said, "Anybody thinking about your physical appearance?" He said, "I'm talking about you've lost a lot of emotional weight." I'm like,
Wow.
"Oh, I ain't seen this brother." And then immediately I said, "You know what? I'm going through a divorce and I am dropping emotional weight." And
Yeah.
because he knew me back then, he said, I'm not surprised. He said, you were there 15 years too long. I said, "It's
Mm.
his brother."
Wow.
But when I went back, I started looking at the years. I was like, I'd be doggone if he was not right. So I can sit here today, no resentment, no any of that.
Yeah.
Want them to be as happy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
for real, I'm talking seriously. Want him
Yes.
to be good. Want
Yeah.
them to be good. His new family.
Exactly.
Because that's when you're okay, not when
Exactly.
you say you're over it. But if you hear something that somebody's going through that did you wrong and you like, nah, 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 no, no, no.
Yeah.
You
Not
can
needed.
pray for them and be real about it,
Exactly. Exactly.
right?
Yes.
Because at the
Yes.
end of the day, no matter who it is that do us or mistreat us, they are still our sister or brother in Christ.
Mhm.
They are, if that's what you believe in, but they are still God, whatever you call him,
Yes.
want all of us
Yes.
to be
Awesome.
in unison.
Yes. And that's truly the definition of self-love, you
Yes.
know.
Ooh,
So
I
can you break
live.
down? Yes. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I live the front that verse. It was a lot of Mary J. I've been living lately, but that line in her song when she said, "I walk by, I like what I see when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past a
Yes.
mirror." I
Hello.
do. I do a triple take it myself. Like
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
glad my husband think I'm all fine and everything, but for real, I do.
Yes. Yes, yes, real talk, real talk. And
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing to have self-love because it's a lot of people that lack self-love. And you can tell they tell on themselves by chasing a lot of materialistic things or, hobbies that are negative for their body or mind or spirit. And it's just so unfortunate because self-love is really priceless,
it
you know.
is, and it's
Yeah.
pure and it's necessary.
Yeah. So tell us about the book, especially about Damn, I Forgot
Okay,
to Love Her. What was
damn,
the
I forgot to
inspiration
love her.
behind that?
So here's the thing. So funny because I know what I was saying when I was going through. I
Oh,
was Florida Evans girl on Good Times. I was like, damn,
oh wow.
oh. But as I started to evolve and as God started to work in me, even as I was
Yeah.
getting through the book, DAM has an acronym, girl, that is just the opposite of the pain.
Mm,
The D is for definitely, right?
okay.
A is for appreciating.
Okay.
M is for me.
Mm.
The N is for now. Definitely appreciating me now.
Ooh,
I
I
may
love it.
not have done it then. And definitely that word, I was like, God, definitely, that's an assurity. That's not, I think about it. Oh, I'm
Yes.
contemplating the idea of, no, I'm definitely appreciating me
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Now. Coach Stephanie, right now.
Yes. Yes.
All I
Yes.
got is now. My past is, my future is, so all I got is now.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, for those who lack self love or self
hmm
esteem, what are some
hmm
great tips to help them get started towards learning to love
Mm.
themselves?
So, first thing you got to do is acknowledge. First thing you need to do once, because you can't get the help if you haven't acknowledged it first, right?
Yeah.
Any good 12-step program, whether it's alcoholism or whatever, the first thing is to acknowledge that there is a situation that needs to be rectified,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes.
once you have come to that conclusion that I'm kind of off balance, I'm kind of
Mm,
giving it out to everybody, children, husband, work, everything except me. So once you've acknowledged that, right,
yeah.
then you got to pray about it first. You got to say, God, now you lead me where I need to go, where I need to get help. Don't try to do it on your own. I'm not saying you can't. And I'm talking more than just the bubble bath and getting your nails done and the massage.
Oh,
I'm talking about getting some real help to let you
yeah.
see. First of all, you want to go back and say what caused you not to. Because if we don't know what caused us not to, we will repeat it. It's
Mm,
easy to go back. It's a thin line, Coach Stephanie.
yes.
And it's
Yes.
easy to cross back over because a lot of not loving ourselves comes from a lot of people pleasing. And that's a
Mm,
disease in itself.
right.
And if you don't get, you know, the therapy, if you don't have a pastor or a good friend that you know can that will stick with you, if you don't have that, you need something, somebody, another body to
Yeah.
keep you accountable to just stay on point of saying time to love you, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then once you start, so you acknowledge it and then you get the help and then you start to write, even if you're not a writer, even
Yeah.
if you've never journaled in your
Mm,
life, jot
yes.
something down. It comes alive. It makes what you thinking and what's in here. It behooves you to make a move, because if
Yes.
you're not going to make a move, the action of starting to love yourself, then all of this stuff is null and void.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So true.
Yeah.
Writing is so therapeutic. I
Oh
mean, as
my
you, I mean, and I don't see why they shouldn't take it to the next level and publish it and make
Oh
money.
my goodness. There are so many people. Stephanie, I'm thinking about honestly doing a master class. Um, not just to help people write the book, but to help them get it off their chest. It is so
Yes,
many people with so many stories, and they
yes,
come to me and they talk to me and they talk about it. And it's some people that have started to write, but
yes.
then you know what? Perfectionism will make you not do nothing. I don't think it's
Right.
right yet. I don't think it's this. I don't care what book you pull. I don't
Yes.
care if it's a bestseller on the New York Times. You're going to find a mistake somewhere. But the mistake that they did not make was the one that kept them from writing it.
Ooh, tell it. Yes.
That's
Yes.
that one.
Yes.
I'll do it next year. Are you going to be here
Will never come. Yeah.
next year?
Yeah.
But for real, I'm gonna get it done when I finish what? And Coach Stephanie, I don't know about you, but I have been so overwhelmed in the last month with these deaths after deaths after death. I mean, I thought 2012 when we lost Don Cornelius and then Whitney, and then it was another one in 12, and at least they were 30 days apart.
Right.
But
Yeah.
we're not even skipping days. A
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago, we lost two people in a day. It's too much. And why did I bring that up? I brought that up to say to everybody, if that is not enough for you to see, to live your life now. So
Yes.
my other company used to be called, my last name was Lee. And so it was Lee Legacy, right?
Okay.
And so we
Okay.
were talking about the legacy we're going to leave. Girl, we better talk about the legacy that we're going to live.
Woo, I love it. Yes. Yes.
Living the legacy that you want to leave. How you going to leave something you never lived?
You know, that's right.
I mean, what? Because
That's
they're
right.
only thinking about money. I want to teach my children and grandkids how to fish. If I
Yes.
teach them how to build content, if I teach them how to think
Yes.
analytically and just think and
I love it.
focus, the
Yes.
dollars and the look,
It's gonna
dollars will
come.
come. But if you're
Yeah.
not a thinker, the dollars won't make sense.
Hello. Hello.
That
That's it.
part,
I
right?
say it all the
So
time.
yeah.
Yes. Oh
You know,
wow.
people see me and my bagger. You know, I'm a newlywed child, so I'm a little silly and giddy with it. But they see us out, you know, and I post the pictures to encourage people, not to boast, right? And
Right.
girl, we get out, we travel, we
Beautiful.
go,
I,
we dance, we jam, we be on it.
that's
And
it.
you know, I
That's
hear
it.
it in the air. It don't take all that. Well, you know what? In the words of Kendrick Lamar,
Uh-uh.
to all those people that got a problem with me, booed up with my bae, to all
Yeah.
the people that don't understand how I want to encourage folk, I
I love it.
realized something when I saw Kendrick. You know what those people are? They're not like us. They ain't like us.
Right.
They
That's
just
it.
not
That's
like us.
it. I mean,
That
I'm like, who would say something negatively about you enjoying the moment
a
with your
lot of time
mate? That's just
because
amazing.
you know what, Coach Stephanie, this is such a good moment and a time in life because here's the thing: when you find people that are constantly for lack of better terms, hating on you.
Okay.
I really don't even think it's a thing of them completely not liking you. Some of them don't even know you.
You know,
They
usually.
see something in you
Yeah.
that they want, and they don't
Yeah.
know how to go about it.
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
why it don't make me mad. And so
Right.
if I ever hear anybody say, "Well, you know, such and such ain't really digging you," and blah blah blah, I just say, tell them to get in line because there's a whole bunch of them. It's a whole bunch
That's
of them.
it.
It's a
That's it.
whole bunch of them.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you can only feel sorry for them. You can't, I
Yes,
can't get
and
mad at haters.
yes, and I
Yeah.
tell people all the time, the best way to pray for somebody who really don't care for you is just to pray that they seek God. That's it,
Mm,
and you're done.
yeah.
That's the best thing you could ever want for them. And then you got to keep moving because if you focus that way, you will be distracted. Um,
Ooh, yes.
um, a number one military tactic is the tactic called divide and conquer.
Yes.
And so people need to realize that when things come in your midst, right? If you were together with whatever that person and things come in your midst that got you splitting up, you have fell and fallen prey to the
Yes.
okey doke,
Yeah.
of divide and
Yeah. That's
conquer.
it. You're right.
I
You're
can't do
so
nothing but be me, Coach Stephanie, authentically. And you know what I don't do anymore? I don't apologize for being me.
yeah. Yeah.
I
Nice.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't apologize for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell people I like to sleep at night, so you're gonna get my full truth. So
Oh my good, my full truth. Real
yes.
quick, I had a situation that happened today at work.
Okay.
And I've been asking, this person, change my name. They had my name wrong.
Okay.
Change my name. My name has been Barber, Barber, for almost 2 years now. So they
Okay.
finally got around to doing it. But let me tell you what pushed Linda. I said, I'm sitting around here talking about that I'm teaching my children and my grandchildren to speak up, and I'm backing up because of some corporate mess. Then let me show you how God did. I'm scrolling, and I come across a quote by the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay.
And he said, we began to die when we are silent when it comes to
Mm.
things that matter.
Yes.
How dare I silence myself when I know I was right because of some outside stimuli? Come
Yes.
on now. No.
Yeah. Mm.
That's why we got platforms like Beyond the Boardroom, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes.
why I'm thankful not only to be on your podcast,
Thank
but
you.
your earthy spirit, right? You want this for real. I mean, I can see it.
Thank you.
That's the thing. And
Yes.
I'm just I'm ecstatic to be in your presence. And that's no fluff. I don't fluff. I'm too real to be fluff. Amen. Everybody can't deal with me because I just have to. I'm a why person. My pastor always say, Coach Smile, she's gonna ask you why, what time is it gonna be? Because I need to know.
Right.
I got a
Right.
life. Right. I
Right.
got a life and I'm planning. So I want to be a part of everything, but I
Yes.
can't do it if I don't know. And I'm gonna ask you. I taught my kids when they were coming up, don't ever be
Yes.
afraid to ask why, and you better not be afraid to answer it.
Ooh, I love it. That's
Right?
beautiful. Yes, we have to teach our children. Next
Yeah.
generation. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm rocking my ladder.
Mm.
I'm rocking my ladder, Coach Stephanie, because
I
I
love it.
got one. Because I
Yes.
got a ladder. God
Yes.
allowed me to see the second half with all that Chanel that I was doing on the first half. Dare you let me live? Because he got something for me to do.
Yes. That's right.
And
He's
I'm
not
going to
dead.
do it. And I'm
Oh,
going to do it. Yeah.
that's right. So how can people, if they would like to have your counsel for your life coaching, how do they find you?
So I want, they can go to
Okay.
lindakproductions.com because and all my coaching and everything is under my umbrella. Because I do so much coaching from the stage in my books, it's all under my umbrella, but I still do my one-on-one coaching and group coaching as well. Just go to I'm sorry, messed up then. Go to, I messed up. I just got through fussing about that. Go to Linda K Productions, the devil is a lie. Go to Linda K
Yes.
Productions
Okay.
dot
Okay.
com, and
Yes.
there is a form you can fill out and it'll automatically be emailed to me.
Wow. So, do you have anything coming up in the future besides your coaching?
So I have a production coming up in the fall in
Awesome.
September, and in June we're going to do another couples event. We just
Oh,
did igniting the intimacy because there's a lot of couples that got the intimacy. It just need a
yes.
match fit to it. So we get together, have fun, we dance, we play games. So we're going to do that again in June. We got the play coming in September. And then I met
Ooh.
this awesome, dope woman, this coach who I'm thinking about. We may just, merge our minds, and a workshop may be coming. So stay
Yes,
tuned. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Her name is
beautiful.
Coach Stephanie. By the way, y'all, just in case y'all want to know why, I'm not afraid to answer that or to ask it, right?
Yes, yes, I received that. Yes, definitely. I
Hmm.
would love to do some workshops with you. I mean,
Yes,
we have so many people that we can help, inspire, and
yes,
just and learn from them. And it takes a
absolutely.
village. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a
Love it.
village, and let's glean
Mhm.
from each other because that's what it's about.
Yes,
We
I
got to
love it.
learn empowerment all over again. I
Yes.
think it's the sixth Kwanzaa principle. It's Nia, and it
Mhm.
means purpose. Let's be
Yes, that's it.
purposeful in
Yes.
everything we do.
Yes,
Let's not
ma'am.
make it just something we haphazardly do. Let's be purposeful, Nia,
Yes,
right?
yes. I love it. Do you have any last words of inspiration or anything you would like to leave for the viewers and listeners?
Yes, I want everyone to never be apologetic for being you, and never grow so old or so complete that you can't continue to learn.
Mm,
Don't ever
mm,
grow so old and so complete. I got it. I got it. Always have your hands open to get more, to
yes,
get more.
that's so beautiful and
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate you being on the show tonight, Coach Linda K. Barber. I
That's it.
appreciate you
Yeah.
and would love for
Linda
you to come
K.
back.
Barber.
You
I
know?
love that man. Oh, I got to shout him out. Love that man. Love that man. William C.
Beautiful.
Barber. I call him Bay. Love that man. When I tell you
Okay.
he is so good to me.
Wow, that is beautiful. I love it. I love love. I love it. That's
I
so
love
beautiful.
love.
And
Thank you, Coach Stephanie.
you're welcome. I would love for you to come back in a couple of months and we can just, follow up and see what's going on in your world. And you can share it with my viewers and listeners. So
Thank you.
thank you. All
Thank you
right.
for having me.
No problem. I hope you all enjoyed this episode on Beyond Boardroom Business. It was just amazing. I enjoyed just listening to Coach Linda K. Barber just, discuss what goes on beyond her boardroom. And if you know anyone who is a trailblazer like Coach Linda K. Barber, or a business owner that's gone through any kind of challenges and have surpassed it or has something to share, feel free to follow up with me, Coach Stephanie. And that's 2S for feeling fabulous or financially free, coachstephanie.com or beyondboardroombusiness.com. And you will catch me live every Thursday, no matter what, every Thursday night, Eastern Standard Time. And until the next time, stay positive, stay prosperous, and most definitely stay prayerful. Until then, enjoy. Peace.